Carson Tate's video log. We're live in Dallas, and I have here with me alive, I believe, move or something so we know. Okay. Cheyne Curry.
That's debatable with some people.
Lesbian fiction author extraordinaire. Right?
Really?
Yes. Sounded good, didn't it?
What about the extraordinary part?
You like that?
I did. That was really nice.
Okay,
I enjoyed
cool.
that.
So you're here for the Dallas Jewel Lesbic Book Club meeting.
I am.
And we're going to be discussing your novel.
Renegade?
Yeah, so you fill in the lines. So you like.
Well, I had to guess it that
I know. Okay, so this novel won Best Debut Author last year at the Golden Crown Literary.
It was a finalist.
Well, okay, so that's pretty cool.
I enjoyed it.
All right. You should go with what I said, because that sounded really good.
What she said.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it's a time travel book, so I have a lot of questions. Okay, but first I want you to just kind of summarize the book and just a tiny bit tell us about it.
I'm so glad I read it again before today.
You could make something up.
It's about a woman who is a 21st century police detective who is a bad cop. And
bad cop, like
bad cop, like
dirty.
corrupt. She's very corrupt. And she somehow gets sent back in time and ends up in the 19th century, and in a situation that really causes her to reevaluate herself and decide that she would rather be a good person than a bad person, because she needs someone that makes her feel that way. And she kind of triumphs good over evil. Something like that.
And finds love.
And finds love.
Exactly.
And happiness. Yes.
So it's not just, I mean, for those of you who don't know your centuries, we're talking cowboys and horses here.
1879.
And
mostly horses.
So, okay, so here are my litany of questions. Okay, so is this your first full-length novel?
Yes.
Okay, so you've written a lot of fanfic before.
Yes.
And what made you decide to take the leap into a big old story?
Actually,
because it is a big old, it's a substantial book.
A fellow writer who calls herself the Raven kept challenging me to. I was doing SVU fiction and then SVU cold case crossover, and she started challenging me. Well, why did you do China Beach? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? So I was expanding my horizons, and finally she said, "You ever heard of Uber?" And I had not, because I was not from the Z-verse. I had not started watching any of that until probably 2006, 2007. So she said, well, watch a couple of episodes, and then she explained Uber to me, and I thought, oh, I kind of like this, especially the short-haired Gabrielle thing. So anyway, I just started writing. Just recently, I just started. Renegade just came to mind, and I just started writing it. And at first, because I wasn't real comfortable with the Uber thing, I thought, maybe I should make this Uber of Alex and Olivia from SVU. And then I thought, there's no chemistry between those two. I know people are shippers, and I don't want to insult anybody, but no. So
I'd like to see them together, but you're right.
Yeah, I mean, so which is why I wrote Olivia and Abby. But of course, that could be an Angie Harmon thing, but I won't go there. So anyway, So I thought, well, the more I thought about it, the more I liked the chemistry between the Xena and Gabrielle characters. So that's how I fashioned Trace and Rachel.
So, but then you took it to like another century.
I did.
And so that carries its own set of challenges.
Yes.
And so how did you do the research for, you were very detailed.
Thank you. I'm one of these people that I love research. I love to do research. I love to find out about different people at different times. So anytime I came up with something, I thought, well, this really needs a little bit more background to it, I would try to look it up and then find different stories that I could, get a kind of a general history from, and I could attach it, make up my own thing about it, and attach it to the characters. See, I did a lot of research on Western, history and Western, especially that time period, what we wore, what was expected of women, and then I, of course, got into the Native American aspect, which I had a lot of fun with. I really did, and was really very happy to read some of the things I did about, and hopefully bring that aspect to the book that, Native Americans at that time were not a bunch of savages, they were not the way history portrayed them, and they insightful, and I think that really helped Trace a great deal in becoming the person that she became.
It really added a lot to the flavor of the book. So, but why the Wild West? You have an affinity for cowgirls?
Well, I never thought I did.
Right, now
really,
you do. Now you know you do, right?
And to me, it was a thing of, for some reason, this idea popped in my head that I wanted to see a modern woman have to deal with kind of quaint times and how they would apply that knowledge to.
Well, it was a really great way to take Trace out of her element and make her have to deal with a lot of basics.
Yeah.
Within herself and just in the world around her. She couldn't rely on any of the trappings that she had set up for herself in the 21st century.
No computer, no TV, no cell phone, no anything like
None
that.
of her connections. I mean, it took her out of her world.
Yes,
completely.
absolutely.
Just even the matrix that she had set up in the family.
Yes.
So what are you going to write next?
Actually, I have just signed with Blue Feather about 3 months ago, and I have a story online called Clandestine, and they have decided that they'd like to publish that next. So it should be out in 2012, early 2012, and I'm waiting for some of the edits now, and I'm happy. I'm very happy, and I'm also working on a short film, and that's been, the principal filming has been completed, so now we just work to get money to get the whole thing out there and people seeing it, and all that good stuff.
And you're an artist.
I try.
Okay, you're very talented.
Thank you.
And so, is that the hobby, or?
Yes, it's always been fun. I've always liked to. I started sketching when I was 4 years old in one of my uncle's black trailers with green chalk, which I was never forgiven for. It was little mice.
I started sketching with a green crayon, and I was never forgiven for that.
Is that on the wall?
Yeah, I really couldn't make anything out of it.
Nobody appreciates early art.
Abstract early art.
Yeah. So, I agree.
I was a young Jackson Pollock. Yeah.
I think maybe a young Picasso, but not intentionally, because the noses to me really did belong over here. So,
No, I think you're very talented. You have some art up on your website.
I do.
And so tell people what your website is.
CheyneCurry.com. It's really hard, I know.
Yeah, but Cheyne is spelled different ways. So you have to. It's a spelling bee.
It's www.CheyneCurry.com.
.com. C-O-M. In case you just don't know, or you live under a rock.
And www is
www. Really? That's
from what I hear.
very fanciful.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to hearing more from you at book club tonight. I won't spoil everything. And and looking forward to your next work.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
This is Carson Tate's video log with Cheyne Curry, live in Dallas, signing out.
Bye.